All right, let's just get to some of those names. I mentioned the S&P announced the rebalances late Friday evening. I think it was at like 7 o'clock. For purposes of this show, we will only focus on the S&P 500 adds and deletes.
We're snobs.
Because we're snobs. So NXPI is replacing FLS FlowServe. That's one here. Joel, why don't you bring your charts up so we can see?
Okay, I will share.
Yeah. NXPI is replacing FLS FlowServe. Penn National, Generac, and Caesars are all also in. Wow. And they are replacing SL Green Realty, which is SLG. They're replacing Xerox, XRX, and they're replacing Vontier, VNT. So NXPI, Penn National, Caesars, and Generac are in. FlowServe, SLG, Xerox, VNT out.
One thing to remember, and I've traded the rebalances for a lot of years, everyone gets the Tesla on their mind that, oh yeah, it's going to go up 50% because it got S&P. Tesla was a very unique situation because it was such a large component. But believe it or not, if you look back at the stats from the last 5 years, there are instances where stocks get added to the S&P and they actually go down. That is possible because it's about the net selling or net buying. Sometimes they're coming out of an index that they were a bigger part of, and they're coming into an index where they're going to be a smaller part of. They can actually be an overall rebalancing effect of a net sell. So you have to just be careful this morning chasing Penn up $9. It's up 9. That's all nice. Yes, it's getting a lot of headlines from CNBC, but it's not going to be the 6th largest component in the S&P. It's probably going to be a very small component in the S&P. Yep. So just be careful chasing these. The initial reaction was NXPI was ripping, and Penn and Caesar were not really rallying much on this until CNBC gave it love an hour later. So just be careful chasing up Penn and Caesars here this morning, thinking they're going to rip up 50%. They're likely not to. It was, you're thinking the Tesla, it's not going to be the same because the net buying effects are not going to be the same. So I'd be careful chasing Penn and Caesars here.
Do you know what they're coming? What are they coming out of? Did you say that, Spencer?
Well, they're in the mid cap, so they're
probably a larger component.
Yeah,
in the
probably
mid-cap,
big. With the way they've appreciated in price, I'd imagine so.
Yeah, so those 4 NXPI, Penn, Generac, and Teachers are going from the mid cap 400 to the S&P 500, and the 4 they're replacing are going down to the mid cap 400.
Just be careful blindly chasing S&P ads. It doesn't always make money. That's my point.
Yep. Great.
Tesla was a unique animal, and we all knew that everybody had to buy because that was just such a large component.
It's not every day that the 5th or 6th largest component gets added, right?
These are going to be small components, and there could be some net selling effects here, believe it or not. So I wouldn't pay up $9 for Penn.
The other thing I'll say, though, to sort of to fly in the face of what you just said, though, Dennis, is I think maybe with regards to Penn, at least, you underestimate the delay in news flow in reaction. It wouldn't surprise me if a lot of people heard about this for the first time over the weekend or this morning, and
that's why it's up.
Right? No, I know that, but I'm saying maybe I mean maybe those people haven't even bought yet. Is what I'm saying. Right.
Maybe. And that's one thing that I do struggle with as, a prop trader. I'm very quick on the news. Yeah. And I think a lot of times I'm like, okay, I'm one of the first people in, I'm one of the first out because I underestimate the lag time from, the general population to process that news. Yep. So it's a good point you're making, and I probably leave a lot of money on the table by obviously getting out too soon. Like I'm like, okay, this is bullish. I'm going to buy the stock. And then it gets the pop, and I was like, okay, that was the S&P pop. And then, they talk about it on CNBC all day, and everybody buys it all day, and it can continue higher. So great point you're making there, Spencer. Just keep an eye on where it opens today, I would say. If you're going to trade Penn and it opens, let's say, at 139 and rips up to 142, 143, starts coming back through that opening price, be careful. But don't just necessarily think that's going up 50% because it got added to the S&P. That's the point I'm trying to make.